Hey everybody, welcome to a very special, our first, it's not special, it's special, and it's the first Big Brother 19 show of the season. Oh my god, you guys, I am so excited. We are here with Karen from BB Cam 5 to break down the cast, the house, the twist this season. It's gonna be such a great show. Of course, I just have a few things to tell you guys super quickly. If you want to see any of our BB19 shows back, you can check them out over at yourrealityrecaps.com/BB19. If you love all the stuff that we do and want to help support our shows, get the live feeds from us this season at yourrealityrecaps.com/BB19 feeds. But Eric, we're cheap. We don't have money. We want the feeds for free. Awesome. You should become a live feed updater for us. Just fill out the form over at yourrealityrecaps.com/BB19 updaters and you can watch the feeds for free while you're updating. Isn't that super fun? But Eric, you're so greedy. You just want. Okay, here's something. And lastly, for free, play our trash draft game. yourrealityrecaps.com/BB19 trash draft. Pick your players, win prizes, play with us all season long. It's totally free, it's super fun, and we hope you guys will do it again with us this season. Of course, we're live right now on YouNow, but if you're watching this back later, head over to yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow and become a fan so you can watch this when we do these shows live or watch them back on our website later. All right, last two things to tell you guys super quickly. Become a patron, because we are so excited for this season of Big Brother. You guys know patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows for patrons, but now, this BB19 season, we're doing after shows. That's right, when this show ends, we're heading over to the patron group for a half hour with Karen to just hang out with patrons and do kind of a Karen Ask Me Anything. So it's going to be super fun, just another great reason to become a patron and support our shows. Or you can always do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Now, let me also say, because I feel bad that we don't have a prize during this show, the #1 fan on this show will win a stupid Eric sticker from YouNow. Don't you want this? Look, I'm wearing the same outfit. Do I always wear this outfit? That's weird. Oh, angry face. Anyway, shut up, Eric. We have so much Big Brother to talk about. Let's break it all down right now with Karen.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi from Canada. Hi from the US to Canada, Karen.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I love being here.
We love having you here, Karen. And I set up the place for you, by the way. I am very prepared to make this very Karen show. So just get ready. I have some surprises for you, but I forgot to tell the YouNow chat room. Make sure you guys spread the word. Tell everyone that we're live, square, megaphone, up arrow. You guys do all that. And like I said, click the little fan button because you guys are here right now. And you can leave questions in the chat room or tweet to us using hashtag #YRLive. Now, Karen.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about these house guests.
Yes, we are.
But I just want you to know, in honor of your Big Brother time in the house, I have got a special overlay for you that you can invoke at any point you want in this show. Okay. So we're going to start, for example, we're going to start with Alex, but let's say you hate Alex.
Okay.
You can fuck him.
Well, fuck him.
You can just fuck him right out. So if you don't like him, you have the ability. We will whammy them right out at any point you're not happy with one of them. Okay? So just let me know.
Gonna fuck them right out of there.
Fuck them right out if you don't like them. So I want to start with Karen.
Let's call them like fucktard, fuckface, fucker.
Sure, we can. We can fuck whatever. Let's start with fuck Alex. Alex Ow, who's a crocheter. Karen, from California.
Oh, yes, I see. I don't remember any crocheting comps in Big Brother Canada 5, but, the U.S. is different from from Canada, so maybe they will have crocheting.
Oh, I cannot wait until we can talk about the differences between US and Canada when we show the house pics later.
Oh, goody.
It's literally apples and
Oh,
spaceships.
I did see green apples today in like this couch, and I thought, well, that looks really comfortable compared to fucking concrete.
Oh, trust me, we got pictures. We'll pull them up. So besides knitting and crocheting, she also is baking
Yes.
and going to the gym, and her favorite spirit animal is a sloth.
You know, I think I saw this girl say that her favorite spirit animal was a sloth, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's
What?
kind of like Dylan a little.
I didn't get it. I didn't get the spirit animal sloth analogy. Call me old, call me dumb, but I don't get it.
Here's what I think Alex's deal is. I think she's like, I'm trying to be quirky. I like crocheting, and someone that looks like me shouldn't like crocheting, and I like sloths. So, like, I just feel like she's trying to be like, I'm cool and different.
Because I think sloths are like those things that were going to be like kind of cool hanging monkeys, and then now they're just lazy, useless. Is she gonna be?
Yeah. Is she gonna be lazy and use? That's a good point.
She's gonna have a damn dirty kitchen going on in that house. I can tell already that this girl is gonna be one of them dirty girls with the dirty kitchens. That it's like not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the dirty dishes and the dirty house. My biggest problem with her is that she loves Big Brother 18 winner Nicole. That's her inspiration, Nicole.
Okay. Even I saw something today with Julie Chen had said, who did you like better, like Nicole or Morgan? And I couldn't watch Over the Top, but she said Morgan for all these reasons. And I thought that was valid, like better points than Nicole, maybe, Eric? I don't know.
You're asking me to pick between Nicole or Morgan. Can I just drown myself?
Over the Top, so don't slaughter me. And I met her in Niagara, and she was really nice. So that's all I'm saying.
She's so sweet. She's such a sweet person. She's a nice person. I mean, I think in real life, Morgan's a nice person. In my opinion, she was just someone that did nothing all game and then just was given the win.
Okay. Well, they made it seem like she was quite the gamer in this interview I was reading. Okay.
I'm sure they did.
Got that. Okay. Good.
I mean, what are they going to do? Make the winner not seem like they were good?
Yeah. Good point. Okay. So back to Alex.
Right.
I like to bake, but I also like to eat.
Well, yeah, you like to, and she likes to bake and eat?
That's what it says.
Oh, she right.
She likes to bake and eat, knit and crochet.
Yeah.
And go out with friends, hang out with friends, watch Netflix, hiking and dating and being lazy. See? I didn't even read that and I had already pegged that. She's going to have the dirty kitchen. For sure.
100% she's going to have dirty kitchen. And I don't know if you saw the interviews that Jeff did with these people. She did not know that she was being interviewed by Jeff. Like, he asked her a question and it somehow came, like, her answer was something like, oh, I love Jeff. And he's like, me? And she's like, you're Jeff? And he's like, yeah, that's me.
No, I missed that. I seriously missed that. But that sounds like something I should watch because it sounds pretty funny.
It is.
Pretty fucking funny, Eric.
I'm sure that they will put it on YouTube. I know that they make it hard for you Canadians to watch.
And let me tell you something. I was kind of pissed because I did go and I was able to watch like 2 things on YouTube. And then the rest of it was like, sorry, not available, not available. And I'm like, why don't they fucking get over themselves and let us watch the stuff? Like, it helps if we're all promoting more of the stuff. Like, why don't they get that?
I don't get it. And like, even with like Canada, ET having Ica do those interviews, like, why are they promoting it in Canada if you guys can't watch it? It makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I will say this, Dancing Amy, who does wonderful producing and helping and is running live feed updaters, she wrote a great blog on how Canadians can watch. So
Oh, yes.
if you guys want to read that blog, it's over at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb19. Find out how to watch.
I did see that. We have to go buy the card at Shoppers Drug Mart, which is where I like to buy my eyelash glue that Ika steals from me. So I can just stop in there, buy some eyelash glue, and get one of the American Express cards that I need so I can get the feeds in the US. Yes, I did do my homework. Thank you.
Yes, you got that from that blog. Wonderful. All right.
I did.
I don't, so like, let's just wrap up Alex by saying, do we think
Okay.
she's making it to jury or not to jury?
Oh, I do not think she's going to make it to jury.
I don't think she's making it to jury either.
No,
I
I
don't.
think she's out early. I'm going with out early.
I'm going without early too. All right. Next up we have is Cameron, who I
Oh.
wanted to love.
This kid. Oh my gosh.
This
He's
one.
Ian Terry lookalike, right?
Oh, I wouldn't say he looks like Ian Terry, but like I liked him at first. Like when I saw his picture, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like him. Then he started interviewing with Jeff. He was super charismatic, and he's like a Reddit kid. Hi, Reddit. Love you this season,
Yes,
right?
Reddit is really good. My kids are on Reddit, and they said that Reddit actually said a lot of nice things, but they said, don't go on it, Mom, because there's also a lot of bad things. And I said, okay, I won't go. But I still am on it.
Reddit doesn't like me.
Does Reddit like me?
They do. Well, I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. There's the people that like us and people that I shouldn't label all Reddit because I love Reddit. I think it's specifically like the Big Brother niche of Reddit seems very opinionated.
Well, my kids told me that one of the alumni went on and drugged me hard on Reddit. A girl, not the guy, a girl.
Of your season?
I was like, no, not of my season.
Who?
And I was like, well, I don't want to name names here, but my kids were surprised that she was actually over and saw me sometime when I got drugged so hard from her on Reddit. And I was like, what? So that was, they just told me that yesterday. I was like, wow, do tell. But back to this kid. So, he's the brainiac. Like he's the brain. He maybe will find his pinky and he will be the brain. For sure, this kid needs to go home early because he's going to do very well because he's going to not be perceived as a threat. He thinks he's a comp beast. I think in Ika's, he thought he was the mix of D'Amica. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Really, kid? Could you take off your shirt and I'll give you the analogy right now what I think of those abs against Dimitri? Nah, I don't think so.
But see, he's another one for me. I think when he comes out hot mentioning Reddit and bloggers, like he mentioned Rob and like these other people, I feel like he instantly is playing to those audiences. Like he's not being sincere. He kind of saw how like bloggers and how Reddit can really influence a season last season. So like right out the gate, he's like, oh, shout out Reddit. Come on, Reddit, get my back. I need America's choice or challenge. Like, I don't know. It was very inauthentic to me when he started doing that.
So he's a fab. He's a fab. You're saying he's a fab?
Kind of.
And he has studied enough. So my analogy of what you're telling me from what your research has shown is that he has done all of the homework and the research for the 6 to 7 hours a day to learn the backside of that part of the social game and to learn to play to the fans that might weigh in on somebody else in the hierarchy to think that we have a valuable player here like an Ian or a Dan Giesling or somebody like that. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I am saying.
Okay, so we can go on to the next person then because we agree
he
needs to go home early if they're smart.
Yes.
It'll be like me in the 3rd week saying Kevin Martin needs to go home because if that Kevin Martin doesn't go home, then they perceived it as a vengeance, but it's like I knew the fucking kid would win the game because they're going to be hard to beat. They're so smart, right?
100%. And I mean,
Okay.
not only just that, also
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't watch OTT, but he said he was a huge
No,
fan of
I
Scott.
couldn't.
I know. He was a huge fan of Scott, who a lot of fans felt like didn't really do a lot during the game. So I found it very
Okay.
interesting that that was the person that he was saying, oh, I like that person the most, which was very interesting. And Karen, I also have to tell you,
Okay.
the chat room wants me to tell you, don't forget that after on the patron show, which is private, you're allowed to name names because it's a private show.
But then they would all hear those
No,
names.
I'll tell you after. They're very good. Patrons know the rule. We don't talk
Okay.
about patron stuff outside of patron group. They know. Trust me, they're good. All right, let's move on to
Okay.
my most
Okay.
favorite time of the year, Karen. And I am
Oh, Christmas.
Christmas, and I am pissed because I have always said my next dog I will be naming Christmas, and then along comes this Christmas, and now I feel like I'm not original anymore. What do you think about Christmas, Karen?
I think that Christmas is for everybody, and if you want to name your pup Christmas, you can.
I'm
There's
gonna.
more than one Christmas. Yep, you definitely can. So, yeah, I saw the pre-interview with this beast.
Mm-hmm.
This is a beast, right? Is this a Janelle? This is a Janelle in comps. I mean, Rachel Riley.
We'll see. I feel like all of us
Oh,
are thinking that, looking at
okay,
her. But I
okay.
mean, you've played Big Brother. Sometimes
Yes,
these competitions, it's actually a negative to be so athletic and fit and big. Like, you don't fit into stuff. It's hard
yeah,
to get your back. So, I mean, yes, I want to believe she's going to be a comp beast. And I
right.
think she has the best potential to be. And I'm so rooting for her. But I feel like Big Brother likes to trick us.
Okay, and who is she going to be in a showmance with?
Who is she going to be in a showmance with? I don't think anybody, but
Oh,
I love how you're setting me up for this, Karen, because I'm assuming that you're saying that because in her interview she said she was single and ready to mingle.
okay.
How
Well, I know that girls like this don't need to be single and ready to mingle when they go in the Big Brother house. I know that it's part of the game, but it's also people who think that they're not getting into those relationships get into those relationships because it's good to have those relationships.
Well, Karen, this just in,
Oh,
Dancing Amy got us, she went digging for some
oh,
information, and I have some shocking news.
do
Even
tell.
though she says she is going in the house and single and ready to mingle,
Oh,
she was just on the Knot earlier this year announcing her engagement happening on
oh.
September 3rd of this year. Scandaloso.
So the lie detector test determined Christmas, you are a liar, which is good. It's good gameplay. So I
Or,
told you
yeah, okay, go ahead.
she might not necessarily be single. And she's definitely just saying that to leave the doors open because she would be a force to be reckoned with that strong other beast, right?
Or she called it off. I mean, clearly, I'm gonna go. I'm just trying to be funny with it now. But, I mean, I have a feeling she, I guess, would have had to have broken it off. I can't imagine she's really getting married in September and is on these
Okay,
interviews being like, I'm ready to party.
I could be wrong,
Uh
but
huh.
I have actually heard
Right.
or maybe seen somewhere that people have gone into the house and have gotten into new relationships
Mm
and
hmm.
forgot their old ones. Like I could be wrong, but I think that people that are entering these waters know. See you later.
But I
Wouldn't want to
mean,
be like I'm doing whatever. It's a 500,000.
yeah, Austin. I totally get that. I totally get that if you're going into the house with like a boyfriend or a girlfriend. But this is like we're getting engaged. We have a page on the internet. I can't imagine
Yeah.
that that she's going to cheat in that situation. I would think she has to break it off. I see a lot of people in the chat room are saying that the engagement was broken off. So clearly, I guess the engagement has been broken off for Christmas. I forget.
Or it could be that I heard in our season
right,
that there was one girl that will remain nameless,
oh my God,
who said she wasn't in a relationship because she knew that they liked showmances. So that girl told them that it wasn't. But then once she was in the house, all of a sudden, when everybody else wasn't like as cooperative as they could have been, it's like, oh, I miss my boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. It's like, you have a boyfriend? Really? When did you get a boyfriend? So I don't know. We'll see.
I have a fun game for the chat room to play, and the people in the comment section below after. You guys try and guess who Karen is talking about when she doesn't name names. Now, I'm going to just...
We'll talk about that in the Patreon.
Okay.
They can guess and name names, because I won't be naming names today.
Does it rhyme with schmacky? No.
I'm not naming names today.
Okay, perfect. I forget who said it on Twitter. Oh God, I'm sure the chat room will tell me if they know. But I heard, I saw somebody said, how horrible are you going to have to be to go in the gyro room and say, I vote to evict Christmas? Like, you're going to look like a real douche.
Do you think she goes by a nickname, or does she go by Christmas every day? I think that would be so annoying. I'm sorry. Her parents must have a wicked sarcastic sense of humor, because that has to be the biggest pain in the ass name to have, honestly. Sorry, Christmas, but it does.
They named her Christmas Joy. Her middle name is Joy.
Oh my God.
Christmas Joy Abbott.
Okay, what are these people thinking? Mom, Dad, did you just want your kid in 3rd grade to be tortured and bullied? Like, what the hell? This kid, all I've seen online is all these just nonstop things about this name. It's like, really, Mom and Dad? I'd be changing the name, sorry. I would. I love Christmas, but I don't know if I'd want to be having that as my name.
I would totally want it as my name. Because then it's Christmas every day. Christmas is my favorite time of the year, Karen. I love it.
It's all of Eric. It's all of our favorite time. But my God, all the stupid, endless jokes, I couldn't take it. I get annoyed easily. You know that.
What did you name your kids again? If you want to say, you don't have to tell us.
Hunter.
Okay, like, ooh, sounds hot.
Cole.
Ooh, like Cole too.
And Shane.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so no apple or blanket, or you went simple dimple. Okay.
They're all surnames or first names, right? They're all just strong. Could be surnames, could be first names. So yeah.
Perfect.
Good names.
All right. Let's move on to someone that I like and a nice simple name. Cody. Cody Nixon, who's from Texas and a construction rep, and he's a dad. So like he has a kid. He, I believe, was in Afghanistan and fought for our country. So
Thank you. We appreciate his service.
Well, he didn't fight for you. He fought for us.
Well, I'm an American too.
That's true. That's true. Karen, take me over there with you.
Don't take that away from me. I am an American as well as a Canadian. Stop that.
You might want to not say that for like 3 more years. You might want to just go with Canadian for like 3 more years, especially if you're traveling.
Because I know you love him.
Yeah. Oh yes. Totally.
Oh yes, I see yourself. Okay, so, but we do like Cody. Cody's a cutie.
Oh my God, such a cutie. But maybe.
But like what don't we like about him?
Well, he's got to be a recruit.
Yeah, he's a fake. He's coming in as a fab. Like this isn't his whole story, because it's way too short, right? We don't know the full deal with him. So he's coming in. He's like a CIA agent. We don't really know what this guy's real deal is. Mm-hmm. until he gets in there.
Well, he also said with Jeff, and a huge talking point was, he said, I don't like victim noises, or
Oh,
specifically guys that make victim noises.
and I saw Ika ask, "What? Give me one of those. What does that mean?" And he was like, "No, I can't do that. I can only do it with an alpha male." But remember, Dimitri had a plan to go in and only work with the alpha males. It's like, how'd that work out for you, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
So, this guy thinks he's a big alpha male and he might get with the strong guy alliance, but I'm really not seeing it right now. Like, I don't know.
He seems like he's gonna turn into being super douchey to me. Like, I feel like he's gonna be like, I'm
Oh,
all bros, screw the women.
uh,
Like, he seems like he's gonna be super douchey.
oh God, I hope not. I hate those super douchey guys. They gotta go.
What else did he say? Oh, he says that something interesting about him is he went to Hawaii and likes riding motorcycles.
Okay.
So that's
That's
fun.
interesting. Yes, that's very fun.
I also felt like his head was too small for his body in his interviews. It was really like I couldn't get past it. Like sometimes there's some physical things that I can't get past about the people, and all I could think was like, is your head just too small? Like it's weird.
Has he watched the show? Who is it? Is it okay? So you think he's a recruit? Who's his favorite player? He doesn't know the show, does he? Is
Who
he
did?
out? Is he out of central casting? Is that where he is?
Maybe he said his favorite player is Evil Dick.
Okay. I know I liked Evil Dick a lot.
I know you said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the show,
Hmm.
for sure. I did. I love those people that stir it up, that are petty, that bring it on. I do like that. I just can't see this kid being anything like Evil Dick.
I feel like when you get cast on Big Brother and they kind of, allegedly sequester you for a while before
Yeah.
you start answering these questions, we
Uh-huh.
allegedly have heard that they give you things to watch. And I'm sure they give you DVDs to watch of like Evil
Not us.
Dick. And, well,
Not
not you,
us.
our Big Brother. Like
Okay, but
they'll.
I heard that too about US Big
Uh
Brother.
huh.
And I also heard that the first seasons of Canada, that they might have let them watch like one or two seasons.
Hmm.
So maybe that's where he just watched BB-8.
Hmm.
Was it that Dick was on? Maybe they gave him that season and
Yeah.
so he could come up with that character. I don't know.
Well, that's my point. I feel like they give them DVDs to watch of the house guests that they most want to see. Because I also feel like everybody fits
Okay.
into a category. We repeat the same types of characters every
Yes.
season. There's the
Yes.
Ian, there's the
Yes.
jock, there's
Totally.
the Texas
Totally.
blonde. So, we see all of that
Totally.
a lot. Um,
Yes. And
I
does that annoy you? Because I have watched since the beginning of it came out. I mean, it only came to Canada. It's only its fifth year.
Right.
So I had watched all the seasons previous. And the first year I ever watched, I thought, well, this is weird and creepy. Like, and that's when that Eddie one. And I thought, well, I don't know if I'm going to like this. And then I watched it the next summer and I thought, no, I like this. It's like voyeurism on a different level. So I have gotten used to the typecasting and stuff, but I do know what you mean. So do you think it's really different in Canada the way they cast?
I just think all of you people in Canada are much nicer and you don't have it in you to be horribly mean.
Oh, please. Okay.
I like covering
Okay.
Big Brother Canada because, in general, I feel like the cast are nicer and people are nicer. It all seems much nicer in Canada. I mean, except for this season online, and I doomed it. But,
Okay.
but yeah,
It's your
no,
fault.
it's my fault for saying how nice everyone was going to be on Canada. But yeah, I don't. I think they do. I think they have to typecast because they're trying to
Okay.
reach different
Yeah,
markets. I mean, you understand marketing. They need to
totally.
try and have one type of a person that's going to relate to
Absolutely.
ads that they're selling.
Absolutely. And this kid is the perfect all around gonna sell what a Big Brother fan I think typically goes to see these beefcakes like this kid.
Oh, he's
I
for the
don't
teen girls. He is there for
Oh,
the
totally. I don't
tweens.
know what he's going to play like, but right now he's not bad to look at.
No, he's not bad to look at yet. I mean, we haven't seen shirtless pictures of these people yet. I'm
No,
hoping they can like
we can
Photoshop.
imagine.
I hope they can Photoshop his head a little bit bigger. But let's move on to Dominique Cooper.
Okay, now this is definitely someone that has never watched a season. This girl has been studying, has every degree under the sun. She has never had time to study or watch Petty Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
And yet she's on the show, which quite surprised me. So we just need a real. So should we not have Pinky in the brain and have Brain in the brain? Because this girl is going to, I don't know if she's going to last though, because she doesn't know the show. Like it's a social game.
That's what I was going to ask you. What do you think of people being cast that don't know the game? Like, are you of the mindset of you would love to see all super fans, or do you feel like we need the mix of some of the people that don't know it?
You know, I think it's okay to throw some people in there that don't know it that well. I just always wonder what people's motivations are to go on the show. Like other people that I heard that were recruited in previous seasons from Canada and from the US, I think, are you looking for fame? What's the deal? Why do you want to be there? What exposure are you trying to get? So that's just me as a person. I'm just trying to figure that out. Like, why do you want to be there? Is it the 500,000? Because that's good enough if that's your gig.
Well, I know for her, she has a YouTube channel where she puts her sermons. She's kind of like she's like a Jocasta, if you know Jocasta.
Oh, yes,
so,
yes.
So she's like a Bible person, like Jocasta light, apparently. So she could be there to spread the word of the Lord.
Okay.
And look, this community needs it.
And you know I love God and I have faith and hope, but I don't want to be preached to. I'm sorry, I don't.
I don't want to either, but
yeah.
I think you know how nasty it gets. We could use some prayers over the community. let her do a prayer from inside, like it's like the center of the evil. She has to like exorcise it out.
I just used to go in the pink room and pray to myself, like, please, dear God, don't let me kill any of these fucking people today. I hate them so much. They annoy the shit out of me, kind of thing. Like that kind of prayer service is good. But outside of that, like, I don't know if you ever saw Bible Boy in the middle of the living room on any of our feeds telling the Bible stories, but I was like Nick Say on that deal.
Oh, yeah. I don't think people want that with their big brother. But I mean, it can be funny.
They don't want that with their big brother. Sorry. I didn't want it in the house. They don't want it as fans. As a fan, I think no. So I will love to see how that's going to go over.
Well, I mean, like you said, they asked her who her favorite house guest was, and she's like, still trying to figure that out.
Oh, come on. Out of 20, what has there been? 19 and 5 now, 24 seasons between two countries in North America. You don't know one name.
Right.
So she hasn't watched anything. So she did not watch one show to come up with one person's name.
No.
Well, good luck, Dominique. We'll see how you do.
I mean, I will say that could be to her benefit. Sometimes people go in there and know the whole entire game, and that's their downfall. She could just kind of... Oh, a perfect example would be, going back to what you said earlier, this is just my opinion, don't hate me, everyone, Morgan. That's what I feel about Morgan. She had no clue about the game. She still doesn't. She was like, la la la, I don't know what's going on the whole season, and then just ended up at the end and won. That could very much happen to a Dominique. You never know.
See, I didn't get to watch that season, but I would have loved to have been able to watch that season. So why they got to do that, I have no idea.
Well, I think somebody's got to go first. But are any of the people that we've talked about so far, do you think any of them are going to go first yet? Because I know who my going first is going to be.
No. I think I have down who, if I was in the house, who would be going first.
Okay, I have a feeling we both think it's the same person. But
Hope
Let's
so.
let's move over to Alina, who for some
Okay.
reason, I don't know why her picture has a line through it. That's the way PR put it out. She
Okay.
reminds me of like the Saturday Night Live character. I can't remember who she is, who has
Yes.
like the no energy. Just in that picture, she's kind of like, like if that picture could talk, it would just go, like I don't
Yeah.
get it.
This is the one. Is this the one that says that she's the girls' guy?
Yes, I believe she's the one that said she's the girl's guy. She's the radio personality who is also like, I'm not gonna have a
Okay.
job after. I'm like, you're a radio personality, which I have to say, just judging a book by its cover, by solely only looking at her picture at first, I was floored to see how different she was in the one-on-one interview. She definitely was like very lively. But yeah, I don't know. I don't.
I don't have high hopes for this one.
Oh, okay, wait. Chat room is correcting me. We're thinking of Jillian. Jillian was the guy's girl.
Oh, okay. We'll get to her. What? Tell me what else this one said because I
So,
did. She's not that memorable. I'm telling you. For some,
well,
it's kind of like the house for real. It's like you're not even in there, and I already forgot the hell your name was. Sorry.
here's my first problem with her.
Okay.
Her favorite cast member who she likes the most is James Huling from last season.
Okay, you're not going to like that for sure. And I
No.
just met little Natalie in Niagara Falls. And yeah, I guess a lot of people don't talk to James anymore that was close to him. I had no idea of that, but I didn't get that from Natalie. I got that online. Natalie and I didn't talk about James. I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, this one, I already forgot her name. Like I didn't even know it and I already forgot it. And I think as a viewer, you're going to have to do something good because I think you're going to be a fab. Sorry.
Here's the thing. Her life motto is don't go anywhere without beer koozies and a phone charger.
What's a beer koozie?
It's the little thing that you use to keep your drink, like your can, cold. It's like that
A
foam
can? A
koozie.
can? Did you say someone's drinking a beer out of a can still?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and you
Yeah.
need the koozie for it.
Next.
Next,
Next.
we don't like her. We don't like her.
Can no, we got to have a chilled mug or we have to have a cold bottle. If you need a koozie that Karen doesn't even know what it is, next.
Yeah. And a phone charger. And you're a radio personality. Like, shouldn't you have, I don't know, a personality? It's in your job title.
If that's your job description. And she's not, I don't even, they put like one line here. Like she's that unmemorable already. I'm sorry, Elena. I'm not giving you high hopes. And I've been known to be wrong and eat my words, but you won't probably get an apology unless I meet you.
Well, well, look, things are about to go from bad to worse. Because if you think
Oh God.
if you think she
Oh
was
God.
bad,
Oh, not this next one.
Jason.
Oh,
Oh my God.
oh fuck. I'm thinking, okay, when I saw Rodeo Clown, I thought, honey, you're a clown. But he had to explain to Ika what his job was. And I'm like, I don't even have words for this one. Goof, fucking ball, extraordinary. I gotta tell you something.
Look,
I can't even think straight looking at this guy's picture. I'm sorry.
here's my favorite part about him. Even the people who were recruited or didn't know anything about the game, they could give like a long explanation of what their strategy is to win the game. Literally
Yeah.
in his bio, it says, do you have a strategy for winning the game? And his reply is yes. Like, that's it.
Okay.
Just, yes, I do. I'm not telling
He's
you.
going to run out and go around the barrels as fast as can be. Is he going to wear the Pennywise makeup though? Because all bad clowns wear Pennywise makeup. He's got to wear Pennywise makeup, doesn't he? I mean, look at the bandana with the cowboy hat.
They might let
Come
him.
on.
They're very much, RBB is very much about wanting you to stay in your role. So if you're the rodeo clown, then they're going to be all about him rodeo clowning. So I'm sure they'd be all for it.
Oh, please. With the pink fake polo, the red handkerchief bandana, and the goof 10-gallon hat that should be somewhere else.
I don't know if he talked about it in Ika's thing, but did he talk about the whole whistle nut thing?
No, because again, I'm on lockdown. They had already locked him down on CBS where I couldn't watch him.
Okay, so he says, he's like, my name's Whistle Nut because it's fun, and kids think they're saying something bad, like Whistle Nut.
Right there. Okay, you lost me at Kids Think. Do you remember John Wayne Gacy, who dressed up as the clown?
Oh, I do. The serial killer.
Okay, this guy is not making jury. No.
Oh, I think he might.
Oh, no, please. Say no, please. I can't have him in there that long. He has to be gone by the third week.
Well, I mean,
don't like these types. They annoy the fuck out of me.
Here's the thing. I think he might self-evict because the kids in the well at his house are probably going to starve if he doesn't get back to them.
Exactly. He's got to still phone a friend, Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, no, he's dead. And find out how they cook them. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, I hate a creepy clown.
Oh, well.
With or without your makeup. I hate a creepy clown. I'm sorry. But Jason, I almost called him James. Jason, no.
And where did they find him?
So he's going to be creepy in the jury.
I want to know where they found him because clearly he knows nothing about this show. They plucked him out of somewhere.
Listen, I'm from the Midwest, born and raised in Kansas City. I can see he's from Iowa. Mm-hmm. Okay, the Nebraska's the Cornhuskers. What are the Iowas? Ionians? He's an Ionian.
I guess.
He might be a loyal, good kid. Like, he could be a loyal, good kid. He says he's been to Saskatchewan to the rodeo. I'm thinking he's probably left the carnival.
Did I know you think he's probably a good kid? Did I mention yet how his name, he likes to be called Whistle Nut? Like, hey kids, gather around, it's Whistle Nut. Like that.
Is that only by children, or does he like grown men to call him that, and women? Anyone can. Is Whistle Nut his clown name?
Yeah. He's like, it's super memorable. I'm marketing myself. And he's like, kids can say it, and they think they're being dirty, and their parents let them say it, and it's Whistle Nut all day.
So we're going to nickname him Whistle Fuck. Mm-hmm. And he gets the fuck 'em.
Oh, we are giving him a fuck 'em. Okay, bye, Whistle Nut. You're out.
We're giving him. Eric says you're making it to jury so you can creep people out there. Whistle Nut, whistle fuck, or whatever.
By the way, Whistle Nut, I would like to say I said you were going to jury. So when you decide to kidnap one of us, to murder us, and throw us in your well, Karen. Over there.
Tie us together so I can drive him crazy, okay?
Please. I'll be like, damn it, Karen, why'd you have to piss off the serial killer?
Whistle fuck.
We love you.
Tie us together in the container. We want to be together.
Okay. Is it a container? Oh, God, I don't know. He's frightening me now. Okay, wait,
okay, this babe. Oh, yes. What a fucking hottie this one is, huh?
Jessica.
She is fabulous, gorgeousness, which is going to make those jealous jelly other fabs in the house hate her and want to kill her and get her out.
She's a VIP concierge.
Yeah, what does that really mean? I always used to think escort service. What does that really mean? Does that mean like casting? Central Casting, because it says Current City, LA. Like, is she really from Central Casting? Because she is perfect as far as like model material. Yeah. Perfect girl.
Mm. I don't know. You threw me with escort. I think that VIP concierge means she's good with people. She
Okay.
is used to, like, in other words, she probably won't feed into dramatic situations. She probably
Okay,
knows.
good.
So I think that could be a benefit for her. I see a lot of people in the chat room are saying she's like a Natalie 2.0. So if you like
And that's what
Natalie.
I thought.
Oh,
The first thing I thought when I saw her is I thought, oh, cute as a bug's ear, Natalie.
oh.
Um,
Her favorite
that's what I
player,
thought.
her favorite player is Janelle. So that's a good
And
thing.
I love Janelle.
Hmm.
Janelle's my all-time favorite. So I love Janelle, but I don't know. Is this girl going to be a comp beast? It's going to be a social game for her, right?
She looks pretty fit. It seems like it could probably be both for her. Here's why you and I love her. I'll tell you why you and I love her.
Okay.
They asked her for a strategy for winning the game, and she says she's going to find the best male competitor in the game, and then the
Good.
two of them are going to. Well, she says clean house. Now, to be fair, when I first read it, I literally thought she meant clean house, which is why I thought we would love her. But she means obviously sweep it all and win.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, and please also clean the house. Don't be a slob.
Because I can tell you the way this girl looks, she's not going to have to clean her house or too many other people's in her life. Just saying.
No, she can just call another concierge service and send the maids over.
Absolutely. Just bring him on in. So I have high hopes for Jessica.
She's also a dog person. I have this theory that dog people can't be bad people.
I love dogs.
Right. Well, obviously.
I love.
That's why we get
Yes.
along so well. 'Cause I think dog people, look, nothing against cat people. I just think cats are designed to steal your soul while you sleep. But besides that, I'm just saying she likes dogs. So she can't be
Yes.
that bad of a person.
Yes. Well, I have cats as well outside to kill the rodents
Okay.
at our acreage.
Right.
And they're good for that because they
Sure.
can crawl around on the ground and kill the rodents.
Yeah.
But you are basically, if you were 2 inches tall, your cat would eat you. Like you've got to
Right.
know this, cat lovers, because I have these animals. So
Like, fact or not
don't,
fact, you've woken up one night with a cat on your
yes,
chest trying to claw your eyes
yes,
out. Yeah,
yes.
that's
Don't
not cool.
shrink. Don't shrink because they will literally bat you to fucking death. Okay? Just saying.
It's horrible. I don't know why people like cats at all. Uh,
It's a
well, I hear she also wants to be America's favorite player, which that
okay.
scares me. If in your interviews you are mentioning
Yes.
already America's favorite
Yeah.
player, meaning
Yeah.
you're playing for
25
that.
is that 25,000 that you're playing to the fans?
Yes.
You get the extra money.
Yes.
So it's about a show rather than the game.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Yep,
she
yep.
was also like, I want to come back on the next season, and like, I don't need to win this time, which,
Oh, I did hear that. She says, I want to come back on All Stars for season 20. And I thought, whoa, 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 whoa. We're just getting started on 19. You're already going to All Stars. So yeah, I was kind of surprised at that as well. So to me, this is an LA central casting agent.
yeah. If
Okay.
if they let you, if they said, Karen, we're on the phone, we need a executive decision about Big Brother. Do we get rid of America's favorite player or do we keep it? Would you get rid of it or keep it for our Big Brother?
Well, I would always keep it because it's extra prize money in the kitty for anybody to win.
Right.
But now what you're telling me that how it goes, it doesn't seem like it's being used for the right purposes, right?
No, I would get rid of it all day, every day. I think it brings out the people that just play to America.
Okay.
And like, you have to, don't get me wrong. I've always said to win Big Brother, or our Big Brother at least, you have to play the house, you have to play the fans, you have to play America, and you kind of have to play production because they have a idea of how they want things to go too. I feel like you got to do all those aspects, but she said she wants to win back-to-back seasons.
Yeah.
And it was Alex that said she wanted to lose this season and win later. So just correcting that. Thank you, chat room. So many
chat.
people.
Thank you,
so
chat.
many people. But and I don't think that's a bad strategy at all. Not playing to America. I mean, I think it's very smart to think I want to go in. I want to be this memorable person on the show. Yes. I want to do a lot, but I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to learn it all now. Then I'll go back and kick ass later. Like a Rachel Wright, like you want the redemption story. Production always gets behind a redemption story.
Yeah, they do.
So,
yeah.
You know about that.
Oh, I know that. They love that.
Let's go over to the one that you wanted to talk about, the guy's girl, the girl's girl, the girl
Yes.
something, Jillian from Celebration, Florida, which I love me some Celebration, Florida. She's
Okay.
bubbly and funny, and she's truthful, and she lives in Las Vegas, so that's fun.
Oh yeah.
I liked her a lot more seeing her interview than reading her bio. She loves Danielle Donato. That's one of her favorite
Oh,
players. So
okay. She likes Danny.
I love anyone that likes a Danny.
I do too. I like Danny a lot.
Her life motto is keep it classy, get rid of the trashy.
I like that.
Has anybody ever seriously asked a life motto of someone? Look, I don't know about these people that have these life mottos.
I think you got to just bring them off the cuff, and then you think, yeah, that's what I'm going with.
You just gotta be you.
Because you really do. The best strategy is to be you. If you can go through being you and playing a good game, that's going to make it a lot easier.
She said her strategy for winning is to get in there and make an alliance with the guys and the girls, but thinks that the girls aren't going to suspect she's in a guy alliance and the guys aren't going to suspect she's in a girl alliance, and I just think you're in trouble.
I never understand that mentality. It's like, first of all, it's like the people in the relationships, it has nothing to do with gender. It has to do with, I click with them, I get along with them. This one's a piece of shit. I can't trust them. Let's fuck them over. So I know that you've got to have some kind of strategy or don't when you're coming in. But I just think, you sound like, okay, her strategy, what you just explained to me, sounds like she's playing everybody in the house.
Oh,
okay.
100%.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
And then also saying, and I'm just going to play innocent and dumb. Like, I'm just going to play it and then seem dumb. Like, that doesn't fly in Big Brother well.
Just wait. When McVictims get outed very soon, the McVictim role can only go on for about a week before people start really figuring them out. And then it's like...
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, no.
She seems like another... But, sometimes that's who you want to drag to the end sometimes. Sometimes you want someone at the end that has done nothing in the game that you feel like you could win. I mean, how many times in Big Brother do we see the people on our Big Brothers get brought all the way to the end where people don't feel they, quote unquote, deserved to win? So she could get
I think that happens a lot. I always think that the people that get third and fourth and the people that get first and second, a lot of those four positions should be all jumbled up, or the first and second should have been third and fourth should have been first and second. I've always said that, including on my season. Like, I do believe that you have to look at when you play gameplay, but it's like at the end of the day, the people who outlast and stay there, that's who wins. That's the way it is. Like, it is a lot harder game, and having the targets in front of you, you need those people in front of you and things like that. I mean, but it is maneuvering. It's a chess game, and people don't understand. And the people that don't build any kind of relationships and don't have any kind of social game, they're not going to make it. You cannot just make it on competition. You can make it so far on competition.
Exactly.
Hopefully you just make it halfway through and need your competition at the end, and your social game sucked in the beginning, but nobody really fucking cared or noticed you. So it didn't really matter. And then you can pull it out. But I mean, it's tricky.
I see Carrie J in the chat room says Floaters Grab a Life Vest. Pretty much. All right. Exactly. I want to move on to our next one, who is Josh. Josh. Now, is there anything that you would like to say about Josh, Karen?
Okay, so I saw this meathead, earlier. I saw him, and he seemed kind of personable and a little bit like he'd be somebody pretty fun to have in the house.
Okay.
He didn't seem to have a big, huge strategy. He's going to the gym, right? He's the gym guy.
No, that is Mark. We'll get to Mark in it. This is the one that loves to say fuck. He got in a lot of trouble with Jeff because he just kept saying, like, I fucking love this game. And Jeff's like, okay, can you stop saying fuck now? But he seemed very abrasive. I saw his interview also with Ica. He's the one who, when he was with Ica, was like,
Oh,
oh God, I love you, Ica. And yeah, I loved your whole game and I loved everything that you did. I think he is first out, hands down, first out.
okay. So this beefcake is definitely going to be a huge target
Oh, yeah.
because yeah, he'll be up there with the other one that I'm thinking of.
Oh,
He
really?
won't.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because typically they put up one of these a guy and a girl. Don't they always put up a guy and a girl?
I feel like in
Or
this,
two girls?
yeah,
They put up
usually
two
it's two
girls or a guy and a
girls.
girl.
It's
Two
usually,
girls or a guy and a girl.
I think two girls normally. First
Okay,
out,
well,
it depends who wins,
oh
but
no,
no.
it's always the girl usually first out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're gonna put up a guy with a lot of times they put up the guy with them. Maybe that's just Canadians that do that.
But he seems like someone who is even going to annoy the shit. You
Yes.
have to remember our other guys
Oh,
so
for sure.
far are like,
Yes.
army
This
guy,
this
rodeo
is the
clown.
loudmouth. Yes.
He's not going to get along with rodeo clown.
No, he's not.
He's not
No,
going
and
to.
I love that just thinking about that. This guy I might need in for a little bit of entertainment factor, just like the sandpaper. We need a little sandpaper to keep it. We don't want it. We don't want it. This season is going to be called as boring as fuck. Now we don't like that.
Oh, I don't think it. I am thrilled we have no returning players, although we'll get to
Okay,
that
good.
at the end. There's a new
Okay.
rumor that is fresh off the presses, but
Oh, boy.
I think he's going to be super abrasive to people.
Yes.
He loves Evil Dick, which means he's going to try and purposely be abrasive, I think, to people.
Okay.
I think he's
And
just
there's
playing a
always
role.
those. There's always those. He's playing the role. That's what I thought too.
He's
Yeah.
definitely playing the role. But I say he's first out. Okay, I'm glad to know we both have a different first out. So
Yeah, because you just said girls go home first, and you think this Josh is going home first.
yeah, I do.
Okay,
I mean,
interesting.
just
I can't wait.
he was like, you could tell even Jeff was getting super annoyed with him. And this is not good. I mean, he'll make great feeds. I'm not saying he won't make great feeds, but I just have a feeling he's going to go out first. Now,
Okay.
I don't want to trigger you with this next person.
Oh,
I feel you're going to be triggered.
Kevin's
It
dad.
is Kevin, aka
Yes.
fact or not fact, Karen. Kevin was in a time wrinkle and has morphed into this next Kevin. Is
Oh,
this
God, help
true
them.
or false, Karen?
Here's the deal. I asked Kevin Martin in the house, what is the deal with your dad? What's like, I tried to get to know everybody, you know that about me in the house. I wanted to know everybody's deal to figure out what their deal was. And he never talked about his dad. And I said, now I know why. Your dad is American too, you slithering snake. He didn't retweet me. He didn't find that funny. It's really not his dad, but my God, did they dress him identical?
They
I
really
listened
did.
to this. Yeah, like identical. Okay, but this one knows nothing about the show. He got on there as a dare to his kids because he said, like, I can get on there. And then he went and he thought the line was too wrong and he waited and he's on the show. So he's going to get along with a lot of people in the house. Like, he is definitely going to get along for like a week.
Okay, I'll give you a week. But he is like everyone's dad. And even
Yes.
with Jeff, like Jeff couldn't get words in edgewise. He just had a story for anything. Jeff could be like, hi, I like your shirt. And then he's like, this shirt
Okay.
was manufactured in 1929
Yeah.
and it's like, oh my God, you are going to annoy I mean, you're dealing with 20 somethings. Like, I
Yes,
would love
totally.
that. But I'm not 20 somethings. So I think he's going to annoy the shit out of people.
Yeah. Well, here's one thing. As not being a Big Brother player, one of the things of why I got as far as I did, regardless that people have different ideas of how I got there, you have to have some social game and get along in some aspect with these people for them to want to keep you and allow you to stay in the house.
Right.
And trust me, when there's 15 people in the house, they're not thinking, well, she got drugged to the end. And it's like, oh, fuck you. It's like there's 14 people in front of you. There's no such thing. So this guy, if you make it past like where you start making it to jury,
Right.
there's still a lot of numbers to go home. Like, I hate when people say, like, oh, drug to the end when you're 15th out.
Yeah.
And come on. So I look at this guy like he's got to socially adapt with these kids in some aspect on all sides of the house, or he will be toasted by the third week. Like always. Bye.
That hands down is going to be his biggest challenge. I mean, I think a lot of us, Karen, when we, or I shouldn't say we, but people like me in my age group, we all loved seeing you play because we're like, oh, thank God, not another 20-year-old. Not saying that you don't look 20, Karen, but what I'm saying, we're like, oh, an older play, and we're like, but we know how this goes. They're out right away. So for you and your game, the way that you adapted and played and were able to make the connections that you made and played, I will say a perfect social game to get you to make whatever choice you wanted to at the end of the game. Speaks a lot to your game, and hopefully this guy is going to copy it.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. The old people have to realize you don't have, like Kevin was saying, I heard him say, I just had nothing in common with that woman. Pops, this Kevin, that's what they're going to say as well. All these people that are 20 to 30 years younger than this guy are going to say, I don't have anything in common with this guy. So if he goes in and tries to be the dad and tells them, like, listen, this is what I know. Like, I was shocked that they were asking me life advice and asking me about stuff, but it's because I wasn't trying to be their mom. I was just being a person that had a little bit more experience. If he doesn't go in with a good social game and try to get to know them as people, as the 20-year-olds or 30-year-olds that they are, bye. Like, there'll be no value in this guy. If he goes in and just talks about himself, they'll be like, get out.
And I think that's what he's going to do. It doesn't seem to me, and I hope that I'm wrong, it just doesn't seem to me like he wants to let you talk about yourself. He just seems I have a story about everything, and here it is.
And let me tell you something. The 16, I was one of 15 and me made 16 in my house. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you that 12 of them know nothing about me. Like, they knew nothing about me. I had no value to them, yet I could tell you all kinds of things about them and their lives. This guy, that's the only way he's going to be valuable, is if he shows some value to them and gets into their social game and helps them in some way. If he can help them, he'll stay around. Right. If he just talks blabs about himself, bye-bye.
Well,
pre-jury.
Which one do you think he's going to do? I think he's going to be out before jury.
See, and I don't know these people well enough, and I know the game well enough that I have even watched some of my season's pre-interviews, and I think, who the fuck is that? Mm-hmm. What? They say, what? Huh? So I don't believe the shit until I get to see how they roll once they're in the house with the cameras going and you forget the cameras are there and you're just your person.
100%. I mean, I think people preseason are given a role that they need to fill. So they're kind of playing to that role before they get in the house, maybe a little bit, or at least for our show, like, you're the nerd, you're the jock, we're gonna film you now hitting the baseball shirtless on the field, like, this is your thing, this is your role right now. Then you get in the house and we see how they act in a game, and then we see how they act in real life after. I try, even if someone's horrible in the house, I always try never to really judge any of them until after the season, because it is a game at the end of the day. But you know who we didn't get to learn a lot about on your season, Karen?
Who's that?
My boyfriend, Mark. Which is why...
Sorry.
Yes, you should be. So, I hope we do not lose my next hot mark, where karma and the universe gave me another hot mark back. I hope this Mark, who is also, by the way, from New York. Hello, Mark.
Ooh, New York, and he's a
Hello.
personal trainer, and you want to start working out at the gym.
Oh, I'm about to sign up for a gym membership on September,
Yeah,
whatever the hell the
that's
season
right.
ends.
Exactly.
Oh my
First
god.
up,
Oh my god, Mark, it's
hubby,
so weird to see her.
hubby, you're doing crocheting, and Eric is doing personal training with Mark.
I
I
am.
think I have high hopes for Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Karen the bitch is not going to be there to target two guys. And I think that he's going to go. He's going to make it far.
Here's the thing about him. He, much like you probably know, Mark, from your season, he's not just looks. Like, he really seems like a
Yes.
good guy with his head. Like, he doesn't come off
No,
douchey. He seems like he
no.
wants to help people in the real world. Like, he seems like an all around great guy, which I don't know if that means that's going to make him a target,
Yeah.
but I really liked him in his interviews. I really
Okay,
liked him.
so is he the one that lost both of his parents?
Yes. And he wants to like win the money.
Oh,
He wants to like win the money to start a
oh,
charity for people that have lost both parents. Like, how do you not
oh.
love him?
Okay, so I have a husband who's 62 and he's lost both his parents and he tells everybody he's an orphan. And I'm like, no, you're fucking old and your parents are dead. That doesn't make you an orphan, you idiot. So this kid really has a good, genuine heart and wants to help because he really was unlike my husband Bruce. This Mark is an orphan
Yes.
in his teens.
Yes, that's so.
Ah,
I know, so heartbreaking and so hot.
but so
He.
he's probably got a good heart. He's probably a nice guy. He's probably a solid. He's probably like Dimitri. He's probably
Uh
a good,
huh.
solid kid. Who raised this kid is what I want to know. Do we know who raised him? I need to
That's a
know more
good.
background.
That is a
Tell,
very good
find,
question.
find the chatters to find out who raised this kid. Did his grandparents?
Grandparents.
Because, oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, so good, solid people. And we got to know the story of what happened to his parents so we can love him that much more.
Are you telling me that when I interview him, you literally want me to say these words? So, Mark, how'd your parents die?
Well, I'm sure that the backside of our fans for the reality recap Eric show can find out the tragedy that was bestowed upon this young man. But I guarantee you, if I was in that house, I was genuinely find out because I would care as a human and he would tell me.
It'll come out on the feeds. I'm sure
That's
it will
all
come
I'm
out on the
saying.
feeds.
Because if you're a human and you have that big a story, trust me, those imprints are on that kid's heart for the rest of his life, and he would tell you
One,
if you got to know him, which
right.
I would take the time to get to know him because I would want this meat shield in front of me.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I'd be putting him and one of them other girls together to work in front of
You
me.
get a
Yes.
couple and a meat shield in front of you.
Yes,
Very,
please.
very smart. I see some people, I mean, I can't confirm it, but some people in the chat room are saying his parents died of cancer. So
Oh,
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they're
okay.
saying.
Well, we
Um,
both like him a lot.
oh my God, I love him. He is definitely, oh, I
Okay.
love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. All right, let's
Okay.
move on to
Okay.
Matthew, salt and
Okay.
pepper, silver haired. So many
You know
people
what?
like him.
Okay. For some reason, CBS didn't have this guy's on lockdown. So I got to see the one with Jeff
Okay.
and I got to see the one with Ika.
Okay.
I honestly have mixed feelings on this guy.
Me
I
too.
don't think I'm seeing the full story. I don't know. I'm thinking a bit of a fab right now. I don't know. I'm thinking there's a story, but I don't think I know it from you, Mr. Matthew Klein.
I mean, he lost me when he said his favorite house guest was Donnie from
I knew it.
16.
I read that, and I love Donnie because Donnie's a good guy. I don't know why you hate Donnie, and we'll have that talk someday. But I really like Donnie as a person.
Oh.
And I knew when I saw that this Matthew said that, I thought, oh, Eric will hate you. I
Thanks for giving us a topic to discuss on the patron show.
I thought you are not going to like this guy for whatever reason. And he loves funny animal videos, which who doesn't? If it's a cat wrecking your Christmas tree, but that's what you said your favorite activities are? Okay.
Watching
Sounds like you spend
panda
a lot
videos.
of time by yourself.
He's
Do you
fun.
spend a lot? Maybe him and the clown would get along.
Maybe the cat clown followed him to the show. Like, you're my next victim. Is this what line you're on?
Oh my God, that's exactly it. Oh my God, Eric, we figured it out. We are good.
I know.
We are good.
He says that he's going to be good friends with a female house guest because females are more critical in the game.
Okay, well, the clown's role will maybe be a female, and then you can be a good friend, or he can get along with that other annoying girl that we don't really know too much about. One of those blonde girls that we said, okay, they can be friends. The one that said she was going to make up numerous stories and be on all sides of the house. Well, so he can be with her for like 2 days.
Oh God, that is just never a strategy that works well. Like that's literally what you're trying to avoid happening.
Thank you. That
good
is
luck.
Your worst. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Good
so
luck.
Are you thinking pre-jury or jury? I'm thinking this guy and the clown both get a fuck me.
Oh, really? He's getting a fuck 'em too. Okay, yes.
Just because they need, it's like one of these things is like the other. So yeah, let's put them together because they're going to be best buds in the house. I just know they are.
Interesting. I don't know. I kind of wanted him to go over and be on board with Mark, but I get what you're saying. I get why he seems inauthentic in a way. He definitely seemed like very just, I'm cool, laid back, what's up, bro? Yeah. Like he seemed very weird to me.
I'm not buying it. Something's off with this guy. I don't get it.
Well, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Let's jump over to Megan Louder, who is cunning and smart and beautiful and confident, is how she describes herself. She's okay.
Is this the paranoia in the making? Is this the
Possibly.
one that says? Okay, she's paranoid because I actually said in my pre-interview stuff, because I thought I would have to, is I would get close to them and stab them in the back.
Right.
Which then I got close to them and I worked with the ones I could work with and the rest of them like cleared the house. Bye-bye. This girl is thinking she's going to have that same strategy to stab people in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always work out that way.
It does not always work out that way.
I think she's going to annoy a lot of people. Do you remember Sabrina from season 2?
Yes.
This is my season, Sabrina. I think this is my Sabrina. I'm thinking hugely going to be, I think she's going to be really annoying and loudmouth. Do you think?
Honestly, no. I see why you would say it. But I mean, she seemed like she's a gamer. So like she plays video games. She's a dog walker. She seemed very even keeled in her Jeff interview.
I didn't get to see the Jeff one.
See, so I don't know how she was with Ica because I didn't get to see her with Ica. Was she more animated with Ica? Like kind of
I got the feeling if I'm thinking about the one with Ica, I think it was like didn't have a lot to talk about and it was a quick interview. Maybe the chat can fill us in and tell us, because I power watched everything this morning and I thought they were great, but I don't remember this one being that memorable on Ica's stuff. So
why do you think she's going to annoy everyone and be the Sabrina?
I just got that feeling from listening to her for that minute.
Really? Like she didn't put you to sleep? Like she was very kind of just meh to me. Like, I wouldn't say she's going to annoy people. I feel like she's a wallflower. She's going to blend right in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, we saw two different totally things because I didn't get that. I thought this one is going to be loud and annoying. Wallflower? Really? Okay. So, yeah, no. Well, this one I don't know what I think about that. We're going to have to decide on this one later because I don't know.
Lady Poet in the chat room says she was very different with Ica. Listen,
thank you.
If any of you know, like if there's some magic link that any of you have to the Jeff interviews, tweet them to Karen so she can watch them. Like, if you know some way that Canadians can watch them and you have like a magic link or there's some unlisted YouTube video, and we would
The
never
only
endorse that. But I'm just saying, if
no.
they fall on Karen's lap, then of course you can look at
The
them.
ones that I went to CBS, I got to see the first one with Ramses with Jeff because that was Jeff's interview,
Right.
and then I saw the Silver Fox, and those are the only two with Jeff I've been able to see. So
People are saying
that
that they're on YouTube now. Frozen Berries in the
okay,
chat room says I'm in Canada and I saw them all on YouTube today. So apparently, you can check them out. I guess there then.
okay, okay.
So her favorite player is Frank Udy. She
Oh,
also loves Paul from last season. So I'm all
okay. Now
about Paul.
I liked Paul.
Right? How could you not?
Yeah, exactly. I liked Paul tons. I wanted him to win. So, yeah. Okay. Um, I just thought on the Ika interview that she was going to be loud and annoying, and like Paul's like me. I thought, we're kind of loud and out there. I thought this girl was going to be like that, and some of her description made it sound like that's how she was going to be too. So maybe I'm just wrong, or maybe we'll see.
I, honest to God, thought she was like 40. So I was shocked to find out she was like 28.
Okay.
I was like, is gray hair like a new thing now?
I
Like,
think
is
it
that
is
new?
actually.
Like, if
It
you're
is
young,
new.
you want gray
I
hair?
would have it if I didn't dye mine, but I'm going to continue to dye mine because I don't think it's a good look for people. I
I don't
just
either.
personally don't like it, Eric.
Yeah, I know. It is the hair. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm not alone. Chat room people are floored that she's in her 20s. So thank you. Yes, I was not alone in that one. Um,
Okay.
let's move over to who you just mentioned, Ramses, who is
Yes.
fresh out of high school. Uh,
Yes, yes.
21 years old. He's a cosplay artist, so he likes to, dress up as characters and run around in the woods. And he thinks he's a super fan because he's watched for 2 seasons.
Oh no. What? He says he's a super fan for watching 2 seasons of what? The show?
Yeah, I mean, I think he said he started at 16 or he got into it at 16, but then describes himself as
Ah,
a super fan. And look, don't get me wrong. I love him because I think he's like us. He is very passionate about the game. And like, for example, how I said serial killer clown answered the question, yes. He wrote like a dissertation on what he's going to do to win the game. Like, he just really
oh.
comes across as a huge super fan, and then has since watched them all. But I just kind of find it funny when
Oh.
people are like, I'm a super fan.
So that's funny that you say that because we had one of those in the house that Power watched everything from when they found out they got cast from September to when we went in the house. And it doesn't usually work out too good for those super fans, really.
Because,
This kid actually, I liked his personality though. I just got to say, he reminded me of a younger, cuter version, like
mm-hmm.
like Urkel. Like he's cute, but he might be where that Urkel guy from the show kind of rubs people the wrong way.
It's funny that you would mention it. I had the same thought, Karen.
Seriously, did you just find that, or did you
No,
really
I had it all queued up. I was ready. When I first looked at him, I'm like, Urkel?
Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I thought. So I thought, well, I don't know how far you're going to go, Urkel. We're going to have to see. You better get with some people socially. You better learn how important some good people. I don't care if you name those alliances. You better have some relationships built. And not everybody can just throw glitter and be fabulous like Gary, is what
Right.
I'm thinking. Because Gary made it on his personality just being fabulous, but I don't know if Ramses can do it.
See, I just feel like in general, no offense people watching, like when you're 21, you have no clue about the world or the way relationships work. I feel like your whole life was just high school and maybe you're kind of getting into college and being serious now. But I just feel like you don't have any real life worldly experience. So I don't know that he has a hunger to win the money. He's not going for a family or it's like, I'm a fan, this is a fun thing. I'm going to get to be on social media when this is over and do that. And I don't know why I'm making it sound like I don't like him, because I really like him, but I'm just saying in general.
I do like him, but I don't know if he has a good enough of a gameplay strategy laid out for himself to make it socially. That house is really hard to live in, and it's very, very hard game to play, to get up and do every day. You got to do it like a job. And I don't know if he's going to think that he's just like you said, going to study hall and maybe going to have a science fair and be in a cute outfit for a comp, like a costume, like a Comic-Con. But there's a lot more to it than that. So I really hope he does well, because I do want him to do well, but I just don't know if he's going to do well by what I've seen so far.
Right. And he has a huge, like I said, he has a huge strategy laid out, but like you said, it could be to his detriment. He thinks he knows what it's going to take to win.
Yeah.
And it might not work. But people love that. People love the Steve BB17 winner. People love the younger, like, oh gosh, or Ian, and oh, I love Christmas, it's Christmas. Like, they love that younger, innocent type of character.
I just want to say, I didn't love the Steve winner.
Oh, I love Steve. Why didn't you like Steve?
You know, I just didn't love Steve. I didn't dislike him. I just didn't love him. I don't even remember who was in the final four, unless you remind me right now.
Vanessa.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now it's coming back to me.
Wait, was that you don't like Vanessa either? I mean, Vanessa's game. Obviously, we're not talking about these people as people, but her game.
Let's don't go to BB17 right now.
All right, fine.
Now that you remind me.
Okay, fine.
Now that you remind me of that, yeah, you're right. He was deserving to win.
Okay, let's talk about another show, and let's talk about That's So Raven. What do you think about our last player of this cast, Raven, who wins my super annoying voice going to make me want to throw my computer across the room award?
Okay, so in the 80s, we used to, when people would have the man bun, the house bun, whatever the bun is on top, we called that the international sign of ignorance.
Right.
This is like the double Hello Kitty international sign of ignorance. I already am just like, you're first out. This was my
That is your first? Okay, good. I was going to have to ask you, who was your first out? I could see her also being first out as well. I agree with you.
Is my first out. This is on the block, and you're going home. Not even going to make it. Like, right now, they're probably moving in today or tomorrow, and they're already thinking, how do we get this person out?
She in her Jeff interview, she's like, Jeff asked them what they wanted for hashtags, and she's like, I'm from Arkansas, so I want my hashtag to be Arkansassy. I was like, that's not gonna be annoying.
Okay, so is that kind of like, I am fiery?
Yes.
I'm gonna be fiery, and then it's like, honey, you don't have any liquid in your butane lighter. Your Bic went out before you bought it at Circle K. Like, no.
Her role model for the house guest, one of her favorite is Frankie Grande. Now, were you a fan of Frankie Grande, Ariana Grande's brother, or not? Okay. Do you not remember?
I know why Frankie annoyed a lot of people.
Okay.
Frankie and I would have gotten along with Frankie. I'm just saying. And I know that the internet has not been kind to Frankie.
You were on the good show, because I loved Frankie during the season. Okay. I thought it was unfair that people hated him for using his sister. He did not audition. He was cast. And if I was Madonna's brother and was cast on that show, I would walk in voguing and be like, where are my Madonna fans? Win me everything. Like, I don't blame him for using the tools in his toolbox at all.
You got to use what you got.
You
You
gotta use what you
have to
got.
use what you got. And yeah, they haven't been kind to him, but I honestly, I know me. I don't care. I would have Frankie and I would have liked Frankie. He would have liked me. We would have got along. I would have played with him, no problem.
He's very nice in person. He's very, like, I have met him several
Okay.
times. He's very nice in
He
person.
seems like he seems like a sweetheart. And you know what? Like he even at that time, if we go back in time, Ariana Grande wasn't Ariana Grande when
Mm.
he got cast on the show. She was just starting, she was what, a year in, and she was nowhere where she is right now. So like, I thought they drug him a lot harder than they should have. Honestly, I did. I thought they drug him a lot harder and they're still dragging him. And
Yeah.
he's not a mean person, but boy, people can be fucking vicious and mean to him. And he just doesn't seem to warrant that. I'm sorry.
Well,
This is not Frankie Grande, though.
no,
I like.
it's not, but watch this. Watch how good I am at my job. That speaks a lot to Raven, who we are talking about when we'd rather talk about Frankie Grande than you.
Thank you, because I'm saying Raven, you and whoever you didn't like,
Josh.
Josh, probably, yeah. He's going to really rub people the wrong way. And this one is definitely going home first. I definitely think
Well,
she's out first.
Karen-
She's so annoying. Her picture's annoying. It's a bad Hello Kitty.
Oh my god, it is so a bad Hello Kitty. Here's what you need to do, Karen. Here's what you need to do, honestly, because we can settle this so super easily. You have until July 1st. You need to enter our trash draft. It's very simple. You literally go to the page and you just click on the faces of, I think, 6 people who you want to be in your draft, and then you get points all season long. So you would not pick her or Josh if you think they are going to be out first.
Yes.
And then you can play in our draft and see how good you do in the draft. You'll like it. You'll like it. All right, I want to talk about a few quick other things before we wrap it up. Now, I don't know if you also got to see today, they released the house.
Yes.
I feel like this house is very doomy and gloomy.
Yes. It's like, honestly, it's like fashion designer gone wrong. Like nobody could pick a theme or a color. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even, the have not room with the apples. Like, first of all, that's not even a bad room. Really, you guys? What's bad about that? They've got like a couch and beds to sleep on. We slept on fucking concrete
That's not the have
with
not room.
bones in the middle.
That's
What
not
is
the
that?
That's the that's like the hangout room, the one next to, like, in between the
that's off
bath.
the pantry?
Yeah, they
Oh,
never
that's the
show
top
the.
pantry.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, not off the pantry. It's the room in between the bathroom and the kitchen. You know that
yeah.
little
I've
like
never
nook?
been in the house, but I do know it's the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah. So it's okay. I gotcha. I know which one it is now.
Yeah, they don't ever show like, they save the have not room always as a reveal for on, usually like the first week. Yeah.
Because I was like, if that's the have not room, like I'm pissed. Like seriously, Allison's way nicer if they're letting him sleep on furniture.
Oh, please. I think one of the best things that I ever heard for a have not room was that they had to sleep on like the things that spin around, like you're constantly spinning while you sleep.
That would be torture.
That would be so torture. We had the cold beds. We have had so many rooms. They had it easy, I feel like, last season. Last season was bumper cars.
Yeah, that was the bumper cars. That didn't look that bad at all. And what was it? Yeah, no, not at all.
Not at all.
No.
And Over the Top had like spider webs, but it was still we were in like a giant hammock. You're basically sleeping in a hammock. Like, what's hard about that? I don't get it at all. But it just feels very doomy and gloomy, like you said. Dark colors. I hope that is not a good sign. I know they're trying to label it the season of temptation, which is why they have the apples.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you heard the twist, Karen. But
well, I did. I read that production thing that I saw that I was like, okay, so they're gone with 2 scripts. and they're going to mix it up depending on who's staying and who's leaving the house, right? Is that what you're coming
Right.
up with?
So there's going to be like some sort of a temptation on premiere night, and based
Okay.
on what happens, that will dictate which way the show goes. And apparently, all throughout the season, there will also be these other temptations that dictate which way the show goes. Or, as we all called it every other season, production manipulation. I'm so glad you've just now rebranded it as, ooh, a temptation twist. That's what you do every year. Oh, but okay, we'll call it a twist
Okay.
now. Whatever.
Okay, so that's what it is. Okay.
That's what I feel
Makes
like it
sense.
is.
Yeah.
That is
It
what
makes
I
sense.
feel it is. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Now, the rumor is people are saying two people from Big Brother Over the Top might be voted in. Not two of them. Like, we will get to choose
Okay,
between
I
two
have
people.
heard that rumor, and it's Alex that they're saying might come back.
Not no.
Again, I
They
don't know these people. I only know Jason. I only know Jason,
and that's all you need to
and
know.
and I love Jason.
Mhm.
I love Jason, and I see from Ika snaps that D'Amica and Jason are together today, and Jason is touring them around in LA, and I'm like, ah, they're living the dream. These two are living the fucking dream.
Jason is the best. I have to say, I don't believe the
Ah,
rumor at all. I don't. People were saying that Alex was going to be back on the show. That was the rumor before the season started. But
okay,
now the new rumor is they're going to give us two over the top people, and then we vote on one of them to go in. Kind of like what we did on Over the Top. We were voting between Jason or Jose to go back in the house. People are
okay.
saying it'll kind of be like that. I don't think so. I don't think there's enough slots on the memory wall. Like, they wouldn't have a space to put an. I mean, I guess they could make three heads smaller, but I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think it can work out.
You know what I really missed in ours is we didn't get a memory wall. Like I wanted
Yeah.
to go out there and be able to stare at them. And the only time you got to see them was when you were in the bridge. And of course, I was only HOH the first week. And so I never got to go back.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted a memory wall. So I'm glad they're having a memory wall
Well, your
so
house
we
is
can
also
stare at them.
much smaller. I don't know where they would put a Well, you had like that
They could
rainbow
have had them in the
wall.
backyard. Remember in season
Yeah.
3 and 4, they had them in the backyard.
Yeah.
There was plenty of room in the backyard all the way around.
We also had like that big rainbow LED wall. Like, why they could have just made that into a
Oh,
photo wall.
that could have been the coolest memory wall
Yeah,
with
that could have
people's
been.
I loved that. Can
I,
you believe that house guests wasted time counting those squares? They had counted everything. Ain't nobody got time for that. I didn't count all that shit.
No, well, no, you didn't. You
Ugh,
didn't count it,
no.
Karen. But look, Karen, I can't believe we've been talking for an hour and a half, and oh my God, we need to go get to our after show. But I want to
Okay.
talk. I wanna first let people know, what are you doing with your like Ask Me Anythings? Now, you've been going live a lot lately and kind of taking
Mhm.
questions from fans. You've done it a few times. You've done it on Instagram, and
Yeah.
well, you do it on
Yeah.
Instagram and
I do
YouTube
it
at the same time.
simultaneously.
Right.
Yes.
So, I mean, are you going to be doing more of those? Is that something that you want people to keep sending you questions for?
I would love if people keep sending me questions for it. I would
Okay.
love to keep doing it. Yes, absolutely. Like it's wonderful, all the people that have reached out to me that have been so kind and sent nice words that are not dragging me on the internet. I love you all. Thank you so much. That don't think I played the biggest shit game, vengeful game on earth, because I really didn't, but it might have looked like that. Even my kids know I don't really hate these people. And yeah, I'd love to. So thank you for bringing it up, Eric.
Well, we're going to you can totally come back yet again another time when we don't have to talk about all of these people, and then
Thank you.
we can tie more into your show and how I think we need to have Karen back because we got you right when it ended, like you were right out. I think it's
Yes.
worthy to have a let's check back in with Karen and see how she's feeling now that she has time to watch and experience all these things for a month. I
Yeah,
have a feeling
totally.
you
It's
have tea.
totally different. It's
Hmm.
totally different now that I'm out and I get to see stuff. And I think, Really? I don't think I even have talked to you. Have I? Did I say that? Okay, when did I say that? Interesting.
Mm.
So yeah, it's fun, it's interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll see
Well,
what happens. I got other stuff to tell you later, so
Well, let's get to that later. So
let's do it.
let me remind everybody, well, you're missing out on it now, but you could always do it later. Make sure you guys become a patron for our next house guest show so that you can come and be part as we continue the conversation over in the patron group. Otherwise, this show will be posted later, probably later tonight. Of course, become a fan here on You Now so you are alerted every time we go live. You can also follow Karen here on You Now. Where do you want people to follow you on social media, Karen?
So I have Instagram, Twitter, and Snap, which is all Karen's Reel,
Mm-hmm.
the same as above my head, the Twitter, the Karen's Reel. And then my YouTube channel is Karen's Reel 1, where I will post videos on there about me and Bruce, because we call ourselves Cruise,
Mm-hmm.
story time with Cruise when we're traveling around, and just different stuff that's going on in my life. So hopefully you'll follow me. So thanks you guys, and thank you for having me, Eric.
Oh my God, they insisted I get you when I just casually said, who would you guys want for, no, Karen, I'm like, I didn't even finish the sentence. Who do you want for
Nice.
cast assessment? And people said, Karen, Karen. So everybody loves you, Karen. We
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
And
Go ahead.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm on You Now, but I don't know much about You Now. But if I learn more about You Now and about broadcasting on You Now, then probably I'll be there more.
I might have a hookup that could. Well, we can talk about that later.
Okay.
All right. All of the links to Karen's social media will be below this video. Patrons, will see you guys in about 5 minutes. Everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to check out yourrealityrecaps.com/bb19 for all of our content. We'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.